But, you know, everyone gets pissed. Kurama goes Yoko Kurama, which is, like, his true demon form, and, Kuwabara unleashes his, like, super sword, which is, like, the sword that cuts through dimensions. And then, Hiei does his Dragon of the Darkness Flame, which for whatever reason he can't do that anymore because he can't unlock his potential, even though he did it once before, and he absorbed the fucking dragon. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna fight what's-his-face, Shinsu, and he unleashed that thing that combines chi with spiritual energy. It's called Fadukili Keek, or Muki, or Maki, or Maki energy. Yeah, Maki energy, or Mako, or something. And it's like, you know, that's actually a cool idea. Only problem is I heard it first in Negima. I know that came out afterwards, but whatever. And then, you know, they beat him up, then Yusuke comes back to life, you know, and he's apparently a demon. Even though he apparently becomes a demon, even though he already was, like, half demon. Which would explain his, you know, keen ability of, this whole spirit energy thing. Or whatever. And then Kuwama apparently knew, it's like, okay, we need to, like, kill him or whatever. And, like, then, you know, Yusuke comes back to life, and he goes to Demon World and fights Shinsui, and then, like, apparently it's like, his voice like, you can't defeat him, you don't know how, let me show you how, and like he gets fucking possessed by his dad, who makes him go, like, Super Saiyan 5 or something with these weird things on his arms, and he's like, and he kills Shinsui, like, easily, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Oh my god. It's like, why? Ugh. Like I said, I think he could have beaten him on his own. Even with this new ability of, you know, the Super Mega Demon that he just apparently got for no reason. I think he could have beaten him. And then, of course, since he was like, I wanted to die. I wanted to be killed to end my misery. It's like, why would you guys... Okay, first you do the whole, let's piss off the main character by killing his friends. And then you turn that into, let's piss off his friends by killing off the main character, and then bringing him back later. It's like, oh, it's like, this guy's so tough. Why is he doing this? Oh, I just wanted to die. It's like, you know, why don't you shoot yourself in the fucking head or something? You know, I don't mean to criticize the story so heavily, but I mean, like, I feel like that, you know, those parts of the stories are kind of weak. The beginning and end are pretty good, though. And by beginning, I mean, you know, up to, like, the whole Suzaku stuff. I think that's, you know, a nice job of story. Then, you know, this whole Demon World stuff comes around where, you know, Yusuke apparently has to, like, take part in a Romance of the Three Kingdoms style tournament where there are 3 demon people being, you know, wanting to, like, rule the world, and, you know, there's this weird thing, you know, where, like, you know, Kurama gets recruited by his old friend who's blind. Yusuke gets recruited by his father, who's, like, psycho and wants to eat him. And voiced by Christopher Sabat, which is, like, his Piccolo voice, which is interesting. And then Hiei, who joins up with some random dude who's... I don't know, and I don't even know if they have any relevance to the whole Ice Village thing. I probably should have mentioned Yukina, who's also a pretty interesting girl, and of course Kuwabara falls for her, and she doesn't realize that he's her brother, that he is a brother, and, you know, all that shiznit. You know, I don't really know. And I don't see, you know, he doesn't never tell her, I don't think, and I kind of wish he did. He's like, give this to my brother. It's like, okay, thanks. I'm just gonna take this because I am your brother. And then, you know, he finds the other one. Then I think he goes around killing, like, the entire ice people or something. I don't remember what he does. It's been like a year since I've seen the whole thing. But that was nice to add closure to, you know, Hiei. Kurama had, like, sort of weird closure. It's like, I'm living this double life. It's stressful. I'm going to throw away the Yoko in me and become Kurama only. You know, it's like, you know, you don't have to. You could just say like, "Hi, my name's Yoko," and what he could do is, you know, I don't know. I was about to suggest that he could have just lied. It's like he comes in as Yoko. He's like, "Hey, I changed my style or something." It's like, what the fuck? You look totally different. It's like, okay, I'm going back to normal now. Or I don't know. Maybe he could just told his friends, his school friends, because he had school friends who were like, you know, helping him out, and like he was super smart and shit. But anyway, oh yeah, he kind of had weird closure. Yusuke didn't really need any closure. I mean, it was nice to figure out who his dad was, but I mean, we didn't really need to know. Nice story point though, because I mean, it was sort of something that would be on like the back burner of like, you know, everyone's mind. It's like, okay, he's living with his mom, who's an alcoholic, who's like borderline a bad parent, sort of. She doesn't really do anything. So where's his dad? And of course, you know, at this point, it doesn't even matter. I mean, at that time, it didn't really matter, because, I mean, like, who cares? And then, you know, the fact that, you know, his dad raised even more questions. What was his mom doing? You know, did the guy eventually come to, you know, demon world, human world or something? Like, I'm going to fuck this bitch, or something, or, I don't know. But, you know. And then, you know, they do the whole tournament thing, which was kind of cool. And Yusuke suggests, let's have a tournament every freaking 3 years, which is stupid. I mean, like, this isn't a fucking democracy. Why don't we just have it to where, you know, the ruler just lives for as long as they die? I mean, like, at least it means, like, if the ruler sucks, they only have a certain amount of time to be with them before, you know, he dies or whatever. And, like, never mind the fact that they're just going to switch out the good one that comes after him for another bad one. And, you know, that was interesting. The fight, you know, was pretty good, you know. Some weird sort of... The lineups were so dumb, though. It was like, it's a free-for-all. If you fight someone on your team, too fucking bad, you know. It was like, what's the point of even having teams then? If you know, because, I mean, Hiei fought his person. Fought, like, his, excuse me. Hiei fought his little teacher girl.